AEW Rampage was a special edition this week, featuring plenty of notable bouts, including a Texas death match for the AEW Championship between Hangman Page and Cole. The Blackball Combat Club were in trios action with Wheeler Yuta during the group the first time against the Gun Club, while Ruby Soho competed in her first TV match in months. So yeah, big show. Let's get straight into it with the Gun Club versus Blackball Combat Club. Yuta and Austin started things off with the former displaying technical superiority before Colton was tagged in, but even he paled in front of Wheeler Yuta's creative reversals. Now Danielson methodically wore down Colton as he locked in the Romero special. Billy Gunn then came face to face with the American Dragon as the former finally found the opening for his team in the match. Back from the break, Colton hit a picture perfect dropkick on Danielson. However, the former champion eventually recovered and tagged in Moxley. The former champion then single-handedly took down Austin Colton, hitting a suplex on the latter, after which he hit a double DDT on him. Yuta then hit a crossbody on Gunn for a close count before the veteran performer then hit double barrier on Mox and Danielson, leaving the WWE legend and Wheeler Yuta in the ring. After a few quick reversals, Yuta rolled up Billy Gunn for the win on Rampage. And yeah, let's get 7 out of 10 from me. Decent enough match. Blackpool Combat Club really getting over. Yeah, they've been great recently. 7 out of 10. Butcher then demolished his local competitor opponent out minutes, hosting a brutal powerbomb. And yeah, this was really just building him up for the Wardlow match next week. The powerbomb symphony, kind of similar to Wardlow, so just building that up. 6 out of 10. Before backstage, Dustin Rose challenged CM Punk for a match on next week's episode of Dynamite, which will be interesting. Yeah, looking forward to that one. Rampage moved on after that to Ruby Soho, having her first TV match in months against Robin Renegade. The match lasted with both performers sharing some quick reversals. Renegade slowly gained control of the bout as Soho struggled to fight back. During the commercial break, the former WWE star found an opening when she hit multiple chaos on her opponent, followed by a sunset flip. Back to the live broadcast, Soho hit back drop seat bags on Renegade. Moments later, Robin switched places with her sister Charlotte, taking advantage of the distracted referee. When Soho took out Charlotte, Robin appeared from behind to roll her up, but it was in vain. In the end, Ruby Soho hit a Destination Anywhere on Renegade for the victory. Just a good way to introduce Ruby back to the TV audience, I guess. Simple win, and she's in the Owen Hart Cup. 6 out of 10. Before you got Hangman versus Adam Cole. Page pulled out of a bunch of chairs and threw them into the ring even before the match started. Both Page and Cole picked up a chair before coming to blows. The action soon spilled outside, where Page hit a big boot on Cole, after which the AEW champion began laying down multiple punches. Hangman then sent Adam Cole crashing into the steel sets. The two performers then began fighting among the crowd, where Page smashed a water bottle on a Panama City Playboy's head. Back in the ring, the anxious millennial cowboy then hit a moonsault on Cole with a chair in his hand. The former NXT champion began bleeding at this point as Hangman continued to assault him at ringside. Next, Hangman set up a table and was going to hit a suplex on it, but Cole countered it with a suplex of his own onto the concrete floor. Cole then hit a running knee on his opponent back inside the room before the former NXT champion pulled out a steel chain, which he wrapped around the top rope and hit a creative clothesline. Page then hit a fireman's carry on Cole and placed 2 chairs together in the ring. The AEW champion followed this by hitting the Jedi, but failed to capitalise on it by pinning his opponent. Hangman then took to the top rope from where he attempted a moonsault on Cole on the outside, but the former NXT champion countered by hitting a super kick in mid-air. Back in the ring, Cole hit a Panama Sunrise. The two performers went to the top rope from where Hangman Page executed a brutal looking suplex on the Panama City Playboy. Next, Page and Cole began encouraging punches and elbow strikes, with the crowd going wild. Just as Cole picked up a chair, Page hit a buckshot lariat out of nowhere. Next, the AEW champion tied Cole's hand to the top rope and pulled out a barbed wire from underneath the ring. However, Page changed his mind and instead released Cole's hand. However, the former WWE star capitalised, hitting a low blow on Page. Cole then attempts the Panama Sunrise, but Page countered by wrapping a barbed wire around Cole's head and hitting a Jedi. Hangman Page then quickly made his way back into the ring and countered to 10 with Adam Cole unable to make it to the squared circle in time. And yeah, this was a really, really good match. Brilliant feud and a really given time. And yeah, they just show what they could do. A really brilliant death match. AEW know how to do death matches. Right result. And looking forward to see where this title reign goes now with CM Punk probably. But yeah, this is great. 8 out of 10. Overall, Rampage this week gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, an enjoyable episode of Rampage this week, I thought. The death match was great, obviously. I'm loving the Blackball Combat Club. So yeah, the rest of the show was a bit mid, but that was kind of expected to be honest. But yeah, the death match, that was just a really, really good match, a great way to win the feud, and yeah, definitely an upgrade on what we usually see on Rampage, so good stuff. But anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching, so like, share, subscribe, make your thoughts, comments down below, find out the link description for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to the channel on screen, and that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching, peace.